welcome to the King's Broadcasting Network. This is the Made in America show right here on the Build What America Radio Network and all over the United States broadcasting. But hey, I got a very important announcement to make. If you're just joining the show, we have one of our oldest stations. Matter of fact, my second oldest station came back home to the King's Broadcasting Network. That's the powerful station KFXZ News Talk 98.5 FM, 1520 AM in the heart of Cajun country down in Lafayette, Louisiana. Welcome home. So great to have you guys finally work out all the details and left that other show and come back home. And it's just so great to have you. But hey, if you just joined us again, this is the Made in America theme, the Made in America hour. And we got some breaking news that we're going to share with you just shortly. So if you're listening to the show, don't forget we are streaming at hometalkusa.com. And now I'd like to welcome the inventor lady herself that's been pitching in and just keeping, the show on overdrive there. The inventor lady herself, Rita Crompton. Rita, how you doing, my darling?
I am doing just fine. When we do the Invent America hour, because America invents, and then we walk into Made in America, a lot of these inventors, they want to make it in America. They want to make it for our consumers. And so that's had some challenges over the years. And we're looking now at that growth coming back. And it's really exciting to be part of the Made in America hour and have guests on who are, manufacturing in America. We've got products that are made in America. It is really exciting to be part of all of this and to watch how things they're changing, right?
Well, for the past 27 years, we've been broadcasting King's Broadcasting Home Talk USA on all 3 hours. And we kind of mixed up all the segments that sometime in hour one, we did the Invent America theme. And then somewhere in there, we did the Made in America. So I thought it'd be a great idea to basically, since actually the Invent America show just took off, we said it made it its own entity. Then we decided to take that third hour and do the Made in America theme. And for the past year, we had Greg Wells on the show, and he was on the show, and the Made America guy himself. But for the past 3 weeks, we okay, do we kill the show or we do let the show continue? And due to the growth of the show, we said, hey, we got to go find a guy that can really take Made in America and take him to the heights that the Invent America did. And we ran across that guy. Well, you did, not me. I had nothing to do with it. So that's how much faith I have in you, Rita. But his name is Zach Modi, and he's president of Atlas Tool Works Incorporated. So he's actually a manufacturer. But he's also the chairman of the board of the Coalition for a Prosperous America. And man, I think we hit gold here. What do you think, Rita?
I think so too. I mean, it's funny because I met Greg Owens, and then he introduced me to Michelle. And when I told Michelle what was going on, she goes, "Oh, you need to talk to Zach." And I think, I talked to Zach within a few minutes of Michelle making kind of that internet introduction to us. And from there, we were off to the races about, the gentleman that I were talking to is like CPA. It's like public accountants. I don't think that that's right. And so then I learned it is a Coalition for a Prosperous America.
Yeah.
So they deal then with, those political things that are going on.
Yeah.
And Zach is going to help us understand that. But Zach is third generation.
Wow.
His grandfather, fourth generation,
wow.
Great grandfather started this, and he took over. And about the time he was coming on, he was going, and I got to have a talk with Zach, so he shared a lot of this with me. But it was like he was thinking, things are changing. I'm not really seeing where I'm going to be prosperous in all of this. And his grandmother was your grandmother, right? That talked to him and said, "This is how it's going to go.
This is how you do it." Yeah,
exactly. So it was a wonderful connection because they're manufacturing in America.
Well,
they're doing all the political stuff in America. So they're it. Yeah.
Well, that Made in America theme, I have a chance. At Home Talk USA, I can't be political. I mean, Invent America really can't. Now we did some political themes, but it really wasn't political. But man, I was looking to do something to say, okay, I don't want Made in America to be like Home Talk. We don't want Made in America to be like Invent America. And then for the past year, I can let loose. I can really go after, the politics of Washington. And we did tariffs and we did regulation. There's nothing that we didn't cover in the last year. And the show grew. We picked up what it was, about 12 radio affiliates, and
Yeah.
with no advertisement. They don't know it's there till they actually go till you went through social media and your online media chats and say, you really need to listen to that third hour. And then I can be me. I can be who I am. I've been preaching for 27 years, and you know this, reader, on Made in America. I started at the trade shows and used to watch me operate and say, man, what are y'all doing, CEOs? You're allowing China to get in here, come with their cameras, take pictures of your technology. What you think's going to happen? So for well over 20 years, I've been preaching to deaf ears. So, and Rita, and we shared this with you. I lost a lot of sponsors. Yeah. This show almost went bankrupt. They left me. Well, he's got the plague. We're going to China. We're going to China. We're going to go ahead. And I kept doing the show each week till one day, Rita, right? We did a test. You remember that little test I did at the Ace Hardware store? You remember that? I said, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time to the American consumer. I'm not going to waste my time no more preaching because nobody's listening. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my local Ace Hardware. I'm going to stand there and I am going to watch them buy China products flying off the shelf, right? And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some little 3 bullet points, taking a product. And I think I did tape measures. I said, okay, these are all the China tape measures, and we're going to go with American-made tape. But I'm going to put a little 3 bullet points, and let's see if the American consumer will buy and pay more for the American products. Because the problem I was having with the American manufacturers, they say, okay, let's build with America, USA, made in America. But they were just putting it on packages. So basically what happened was I put them 3 bullet points and to see if the American consumer would pay $8 to $9 more for a tape measure, giving them the features and benefits. And we went from 0 to 10 to China. Remember I shared that with you?
Yep.
To 60-40 USA. People were buying it. And I proved it on this air. And I said, guys, I have faith in the American consumer. But the problem is they're not spending any money to tell people, oh, they want to put a USA on their package, but they don't want to give them a reason why we should buy American-made products. And until they do that, so you know what, Rita? We put a brainstorm, and I tell you what, I'm going to think, you know what? I own everything. I own the network. I own the broadcast. And then there's only one person that can take me off the air, and that's the FTC. And as long as the Democrat administration was in there, I knew I was going to get a letter to cease and desist. But guess what? We have a great U.S. president, and I'm proud to tell that right now on the air that is pro-business. And I don't think I have, unless I'm plotting against the country or doing anything with the Alien Act, I think our show's going to be on for a long, long time. So now I can let loose. And boy, I know Zach, we're going to introduce him shortly. And he's probably saying, what did I get myself into with this guy? But at the end of the day, we're going to educate America. And this little Made in America, one day I will guarantee will be as big as Rush Limbaugh. Maybe as big as Rush Limbaugh, but we will be up there and we're going to be pro-American, give them reasons to buy American, and we're going to bring our American companies back. And I'm excited. So now I'd like to welcome to the new host next year. You're going to hear him, Mr. Zach Modi. Mr. Zach, welcome, my friend. I hope I ain't ran you off yet. I hope you didn't just click that button and say, no, I'm moving on.
Oh, I'm here all the way, Michael. Great to be with you. Clearly some big shoes to fill, but good thing I have big feet.
Well, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back and find a little bit more about you. We're going to take a short break along with the Rita Crompton, the inventor lady. I am the Cajun man from the Bayou Land, the originator, not the duplicator. Please don't accept no substitutions. I was green before green was even cool. I'll be right back.